welcome to the Free Cheese episode 333. I'm your Joe Dix, joined by Marc Augustiniak.
What's up?
Matt Zellner.
Penny.
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. Are you guys buying Animal Crossing?
Hell yeah.
No.
2 months, is it 2 months away, Mark? From today, from right now, from the time of this recording?
69 days.
Well, who's counting? By the time you're hearing this, that means only 67 days until pure bliss, Matthew. We've got a show for you this week. Later on, we'll talk about the most talked about gaming events or related things on Twitter. Got a little game planned out for that to see how you guys guess in regards to gaming social media conversations per
Can't
Twitter.
wait for this one, but you can't even describe it.
We got that. I think we have a little surprise lightning round coming up later on.
We do, indeed.
Of course, we got video games to talk about. We've got news stories to talk about, like that surprise Pokémon Direct that had nothing to do with fucking the year of Metroid. But hey, we're still hanging in there, you know?
Well, I am glad that they separate Pokemon from the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. Get it out.
Now I know not to watch.
Oh, the Pokemon one?
Yeah, whenever I see Pokemon.
Yeah. It was interesting. We'll talk about that one later on. How you guys doing? Ecstatic.
I'm fucking through the moon.
I assume this is
Cloud 9.
I assume
not
this
the
is
esports team.
Oh, good fucking lead right there, dude. We got a little bit of that coming on to you later on.
Oh,
Stay
boy,
tuned.
yes.
Why are you so high?
Just what I've been playing and what I've accomplished.
Like, in the game
In
or
the
in
game,
life?
yes, in
All
the
right,
game,
I didn't
not
know,
in life.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
had, like, some big thing.
No, if we look at life, it's pretty stagnant.
Mark,
Possibly
how you
depressing.
doing?
Opposite of Matt.
Oh, shit.
Not negative. Just,
Right.
just.
You're on the floor.
I'm here. Kind of awake.
Yeah.
What's up?
How late did you stay up after I signed off?
Not too long after.
All right. Well, I ended up in bed for another hour staring at my phone going, why am I due to this?
Yeah, I think it was something like that, and then I realized, oh shit, I left my contacts on, and then fell back asleep.
Peel
It's
them out,
just,
hit the floor, you know?
I'm on like my last pair, I think.
Yeah, you should probably hit it.
Man, I don't miss those days.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, I wear glasses primarily, but
I should wear
I wear
glasses
it daily is when I do wear contacts.
I should wear glasses when I'm home, but I don't have any because I still have to get a pair.
Yeah. Warby Parker. $100. Not even. Ain't bad.
Yeah, I need to go to the eye doctor. I need new frames.
I love the eye doctor. It's the only doctor I go to. Tell you what, though. I did hit up Dr. Coca-Cola
Dr. Coke.
last month. I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast. I've hinted at it and whatevs, but short story long, I really fell in love with Coke Energy in Japan and signed up to be notified when it was coming to America, because it's coming to America. And then Coke was like, hey, thanks for signing up. By the way, you might be interested, since you're interested in getting Coke products early, in the Coca-Cola Insiders Club. Want to sign up? $10 a month for 6 months. And I was like, yeah, all right, I could do that. $10. I've spent $10 a month on worse things.
Are we sponsored by Coca-Cola?
Not yet,
Not
but
yet.
give it time.
We have a few sponsorships.
Yeah,
Synergy.
exactly. So I ended up, you could get into the 6 month, if you paid up front, it was just $53, including shipping and all of that shit for that. And I'm going to get a box each month through June. And it's 3 products. Most of them unreleased, or some of them unreleased products. I'll be the first to try. So I got my first one finally. You ready?
No. I hope it's Pepsi Twist.
I already know what's inside, but y'all might be surprised. So not a bad box. We're gonna do a little unboxing here a little bit. All right. So welcome to the club, right? They welcome me with open arms. We got here. Let's see. A little welcome note. I got a Coke Energy, but it's cherry, zero sugar. So Katie will have that one. Because she drinks the regular ass zero cherries, right?
Yep.
So there's that. But that's cool. They're doing 4 varieties. In Japan, I only had the one, which I liked the one original. but they're adding cherry and then they're adding zeros of both.
Mm.
Got me a peach Fanta.
Ooh.
Never seen that. Is that a real thing? Is this a first timer?
I don't know. I will look into this.
I gotta check the commercials again. That little jingle. Remember that?
Oh yeah, you can't forget that one.
Fanta. Won't you wanna Fanta? This doesn't specify one way or the other. And then forgot that they bought Smart Water. But I got a Smart Water cucumber lime.
Oh.
Not bad. They sent some fucking pens that are all with Coca-Cola and Fanta logos on them. Just regular ass pens.
Do they smell like?
I thought that, but they don't. They're just fucking pens. I got stickers.
Do they smell like?
No. But a $2.95 value.
Apparently.
There's a laptop sticker in here, and then a $5 Amazon gift card. Just cause. So
Wow.
When you do the math on what I spent on this thing, it's like $8. It's like $8.80 for this box, and I got $5. This thing is Coke's going to be like $3. Like already,
that's
just
probably
between
the
these
most.
two.
That's probably the most expensive thing is the energy drink.
Yeah. So yeah, the little package thing says, "Here's a $5 gift card to get you started on restocking your favorite beverage." Hell yeah, I'll order some Surge. So yeah, why not?
Cannot confirm the original Fanta flavors, but Fanta has blown up. A lot of flavors, peach being one of them.
Is there a peach Fago?
Interesting.
Peach, what?
Fago.
Is that a drink? I don't know what that is.
Oh boy, is that a drink?
Oh man,
Just look it up.
we're gonna dress you up like someone who drinks Fago pretty soon here, dude.
I don't know how to spell that. F-A-G-O?
Faygo.
Yeah.
I've never seen this before.
This is
There is a peach Fago, though.
Okay.
Keep looking. What else you find when you look up peach Fago or Fago?
Should I be going to Bing? Is there some
Go to
hentai-related
images.
thing?
Just go to images and see what
Images.
happens.
All right.
Nothing pornographic, probably. I can't promise, but like it's not inherently pornographic.
I don't know what I'm looking for here.
Maybe just search Fago. Remove the peach.
Yeah.
Okay. In images, though, right?
Yeah. We have a certain clientele, is kind of what we're getting at here. Not sure if you've...
No? Just
No.
seeing all Fago products?
What the fuck?
The search is too specific.
All right.
Wait, hold on.
After-
Are we talking about these people?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Fago's
God.
Found him.
It's Fago's the official drink of the Juggalos, boy.
Raise them hatchets.
Wow.
Hatchets out. Hey, speaking of hatchets, anyway, I'll keep you all updated on the Coca-Cola Insiders Club.
You should join Coke Music.
Is that a thing?
It used to be.
All right, shit.
You should go Bing that one.
All right, I can take a look.
I'm on it.
Before we get into what we've been playing in this last week, I do have a game to start us out with that I'm very happy to have thought of in the middle of traffic this week and been able to put together for you this morning. Are you ready for the game? You can work as a team on this one. It's not going to be that hard, hopefully, but maybe. I don't have any fancy title for this, so I'm just going to tell you what the game is called.
Okay.
It's called, Is This a Limp Bizkit Song or a Master System Game? You ready to play Is This a Limp Bizkit Song or a Sega Master System
Have you
game?
been watching Billy Eichner
No.
a little bit? Because that's what that is.
No, I haven't, but I appreciate the comparison. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. First title, The Channel.
That's a
Limp
Sega.
Bizkit. I'm going Limp Bizkit.
I'm going Sega.
It was Limp Bizkit. Gain Ground.
I think that's
I'm going to say Limp Bizkit.
Master System?
Master System.
Fuck!
Gangster Town.
All right.
Oh, that's Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
That's
Bizkit.
Master System.
No.
Wow.
That's why you made this game.
Counterfeit.
I think that
Biscuit.
was Limp Bizkit.
It is Limp Bizkit. Lonely World.
Biscuit.
Master System.
Limp Bizkit.
Mm.
Wanted. It's wanted exclamation point if that helps.
Biscuit.
Master System.
It is Master System. Red Light, Green Light.
That's definitely Limp
Limp
Bizkit,
Bizkit.
featuring Snoop Dogg.
Yes, that is Limp Bizkit.
Red light, green light.
All right, this next one might be tough. Douchebag.
Oh man, Atari Jaguar.
I was cackling to myself when I scrolled past that because I was like, can you imagine the Master System game called Douchebag?
Can you imagine one called Counterfeit?
Oh my god! Yeah,
An officially licensed game called Counterfeit.
Telling you, dude, this shit works. My Hero.
Limp Bizkit.
Foo Fighters.
Correct on Foo Fighters. False on Limp Bizkit's Master System. Re-entry.
Biscuit.
I'm going Master System.
Limp Bizkit.
Damn.
I think that is an intro track to Chocolate Starfish. No.
It might be.
Isn't that 2 CDs?
I was going to write down the album names just for reference, but I just... No. Underneath the Gun.
I feel like that's
Biscuit.
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit. Shark Attack.
Biscuit.
Master System.
Limp Bizkit.
Damn.
And Vigilante.
Master System.
Limp Bizkit.
Master System.
No.
I was thinking... Dude, I tried real hard to find one.
Almost got me with that.
I was looking for one that had the same title. And maybe it's out there and I just, in my haste, did not find it.
Limp
but...
Bizkit song titles aren't... most of them aren't that clever.
No, I thought about... I didn't know if I'd be able to pull it off with song titles or if it would be too
Yeah.
obvious. So I was like, maybe I'll have to dig into some Limp Bizkit lyrics. But I'm happy that song titles worked. Well, thank you for participating in this week's edition of Is This a Limp Bizkit Song or a Sega Master System Game?
GG.
You guys did great.
GG.
We'll check in with that in the near future. Before then, or until the near future, why don't we talk about the video games that we have been playing in the last week? I think I'm going to dive into GTA right away because something happened this week that just kind of reset the course for how this game is going to go. Okay. So my nephew has been playing Grand Theft Auto for as long as I can remember him being my nephew. My brother and I were pretty dumb when we were young, and we're like, it's probably fine if a 3-year-old plays GTA. So we let him drive around the cars in like GTA 3 and Vice City and shit and just whatever. Mm-hmm. He didn't know what he was doing. He really liked just driving the cars, to be honest. And once he started to figure out you could pick up people, it was like, okay, maybe we should, whatever. And then ever, he just kept, as he got older, even when he was, still young, right? Like he was like 7, 8, 9, 10. He's like, hey, can I play GTA? And I'm like, I keep getting in trouble every time I do that. And then I remember at one point, he was probably like 11, maybe younger than that. No, he had to be younger than that. It was probably like 2009, or he was probably like 8 or something like that. And I took him to a comic shop in a mall. And there's a GameStop there. And we walk in. He's like, can you get me this? It's fucking GTA 4 complete edition with all the whatever. And I was like, no, dude. He's like, I have all the money. They just won't let me buy it. And I was like, yeah, I know how this works.
No, kid, I'd rather buy you cigarettes than a 40.
I can't. Somehow at one point he got it. And it's just been his thing, right? He's a grown-ass man now. But he plays a lot of that game, GTA 5. So we've been playing it, right? We talked about it last week.
Game Pass, thank you.
Game Pass, yeah, oh my gosh. Well, wandering through that world as a low-level player, you start to maybe encounter some people who have some pretty out-there cars or weaponry. And, just now I crossed like the mid-20s in terms of level.
Teens. You had to restart, Marc, so
But up, until then, like, we were, like, level 5, 6, 7, like, we were pretty low, and when we were seeing people that were, like, pretty up there, it was, like, level 100, level 110, shit like that. I think the highest I'd seen was, like, 212, and I was like, holy shit, that's a high level. So my nephew jumps in with us Monday night, and, just level 2008.
Oh, my God.
We're like... How?
Not the year.
Yeah, no, his level, player level. We go to run missions because we're all broke, but my nephew has a hella money and hella everything, right? And we'll get to that. But we're like, yeah, he's like, what are you guys doing? We're like, well, we just got to run some missions because we got to make money, right? We got to start building up our crew. We got to start buying houses, doing all that shit. He goes, all right, I'll help you guys out. So he goes, I can drive. Has a fucking mint green Batmobile looks just like the 1989 Tim Burton Batmobile. and it just flies. Then
jet engine.
Yeah, we get there and it's like, take out these cops, take out whatever. He pulls out like a laser Gatling gun that's just okay.
The Widowmaker.
It's called a Vigilante, by the way.
That car? That
yeah.
makes sense, yeah. So we do that. We get a little bit of money with running some missions with him, right? A little bit, enough money that I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go make a car my very own. So I head off. I go into the paint spray. I pull in. I'm going through them, customizing. I'm buying low jack. I'm buying insurance. I'm painting it different colors. He goes, hey, where'd you go? And I was like, I'm getting my car done. He goes, okay, well, I'm going to take you guys somewhere. I'm going to pick you up. I was like, it's cool, dude. I'm literally making a car mine right now. I got a car. He's like, you don't have a car like mine. And I was like, well, I got my car. I'll meet you there. Where are we going? He's like, you can't get there by a car. I'm like, what the fuck? And he says to Matt, he goes, where are you at? Matt's like, I'm at the beach. And he goes, okay, well, I'll pick you up. Just don't say anything, and then we'll pick up Joe. A couple seconds go by, and I hear that from Matt. I'm like, oh, fuck. I come out of the paint spray, and there's just a helicopter sitting there waiting for me. I'm like, all right. And I climb in. He goes, check your phones. So we check our phones. We have invitations to join his fucking organization. And it says, congratulations, he's your CEO now. I'm like, okay, cool. So we join, he's our CEO. As we're flying, we're just getting experience points by being in his proximity. Every couple minutes, it's just like, hey, you're nearby the CEO of the company, so here's some experience points. Wow. I'm like, okay, cool. So we fly out, and I'm like, where the fuck are we going? He goes, to my yacht. I'm like, your yacht. Big old yacht. He's huge. I mean, you saw the yacht in the game last night. I mean, he literally he owns that, right? So it's just sitting out in the middle of the bay. We go over, we land. We're kind of like running around, like kind of overwhelmed a little bit of just like, what is happening? What even is this? Matt runs to the back of the boat. There's a hot tub there. And as soon as you step into the hot tub, your character just changes into bathing suit. So I'm hanging out laughing like, this is ridiculous. I can't believe you're fucking yacht in this game. And Matt and I are fucking boosting shitty little cars and holding up liquor stores. It was just like the most like whatever. And then as if it wasn't already like weird small time crook movie shit, right. You know, of meeting the big guy, it just kept compounding. So we're walking around the like perimeter of the boat, and we get a little notification that just says like, you've been gifted some robes. You can change into them in the dressing room. And I was like, what the fuck? So I go, that robe he saw me put on. So I put this on. Matt and I are walking around in robes, laying around in his beds and shit. There's guns. He goes, there's, I gotta get some things ready upstairs, but there's guns and money around. Just help yourselves. There's just piles, you know, little cash like floats in it. Just that shit's happening. There's guns. Matt's grabbing guns. I'm grabbing money. I'm taking a shower. It's having a great time. He calls us upstairs. We walk upstairs. As soon as I get there, I look to the left. There's a bong, and Matt's character is just holding the bong. And I look back, and he goes, you can go back to the bar. The bartender will serve you whatever you like. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I walk back. I hit right on the D-pad. I get a drink. I get another drink. I get another drink. And then we hear the fucking doorbell. We're like, why is there a doorbell on a yacht? What is happening? Walk out, just a girl in lingerie ready to strip for us. Oh. I'm like, what is this shit? We walk out of the main area. We go back to the yacht, and Matt, I kind of walk back we both walk back to the hot tub, and we're sitting there, and then Matt stands up on the lip of the boat, kind of like looking over the back, and he goes, oh shit, and jumps off. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, he's got jet skis. Had no idea there were even jet skis in this game, and he's got 4 of them strapped to the back of his yacht. So then we go jet skiing for a while. It was just a fucking night on the... Am I missing anything? Like, I just felt like it was just...
No, I think you got
it. It was like that Tony Montana shit of just like, oh, yeah, you want some guns? Some fucking guns. It was like that kind of shit. He's so nonchalant with it, too.
Gift bags with
Glocks. And all the time he's like, oh, yeah, this is a huge waste of money in this game. Don't buy it.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like, hey, are you kidding me?
Well, then the fucking night after, I jumped on, and he's like...
Can you actually drive the yacht?
No.
You can relocate it, but you can't actually physically drive it.
Okay.
There's a couple spots.
So it just counts as a house, basically.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Because you have to enter it like a house.
Yeah.
So you have to get buzzed in.
Yeah, that was why when we were running from the cops last night, and I tried to climb on that one, we couldn't because it's a house, right?
Oh.
Even though the ladder's right there. the night after we play, and we did a heist together. So I did my first heist, which was really cool. If you, like us, have never played GTA 5, I feel like we're the only people that never have, but maybe there's others out there. The heists are really cool. So they're all different, and you can set up planning phases. And by next week, I think we'll be able to talk a little bit more about that.
does it set itself up? Because me and Mark, unless you did one I don't know about, we have not done a heist.
No.
Yeah, so does it set itself up like the actual story mode? Remember, like, the story
It seems
mode?
like
Okay.
it. I didn't get to see the planning phases because he kind of did that before I signed on. But from what I can tell, you're in your apartment. You have to have a certain size apartment or certain luxury apartment, which we bought last night. And then you can plan out what your heist is going to be, where it's going to be, your escape routes, your vehicles, all that crap. And once you do that, so he had to go around, and I was helping him out with the missions where it was like, drive here and get these cars and then park them here, and then the mission's over. So you're just doing these kind of mini missions like that.
Right.
So one of them was that. One of them was to go find the security company that does security for the casino we're going to rob, and like corner them, kill all their dudes, something like that, and get their security clearance. I kind of missed that because I was stuck in the desert driving around, and he just kind of did it before I got there. I pulled up, and everybody's dead, and I'm like, what happened? And he's like, oh, it's cool. Just give it a second. The timer will go out, and we complete the mission. I was like, okay. But the actual heist itself, once we go to do that, it's a little bit more involved. It's very particular. Like, and if one thing goes wrong, you can fuck the whole thing up or die real bad. So you do have a limited number of lives in a heist. But if you know what you're doing, it wasn't that hard. We ended up running it twice because after we got near the end, his Wi-Fi crapped out and we lost. Yeah, just admission failed. Yeah. But the one that we did, we had to break into the hotel or the casino, go into the vault, and steal paintings. So in order to do that, we had to use the security clearances that we got. Him and a friend of his had to both go up to these keypads and in sync, like literally over the mic, go, okay, 1, 2, 3, click. And each time the button presses at the same time so that it opened the doors at the right time. The whole time we're like shooting off guys, right? As we work our way through the vault. You run around to the vault. You have thermite charges you have to plant and then explode things and whatever. And then the paintings, you have to go up, interact with them, and physically move your left analog stick, like right, down, left, down, and cut it all out. And then your character just kind of goes into a canned animation of like rolling it up and putting it in the bag. You have 2 minutes to get as much as you can out of there, which is really, in this one, was just the 6 paintings. Otherwise, the fucking tear gas starts going off on the inside. And even there was one, the second time around, the tear gas did go off as we were like exiting. And it's not like an immediate whatever, like you've got some time, but you can't fuck around. You shoot your way back out, you go out, you find the cars that you planted earlier, like, you know what I mean? You do that, you get through the tunnel, you go through the sewer. It's really fucking cool and intricate. But we got done all of that, and then he's like, well, hey, you want to go back to the casino that we just robbed, and I'll take you to my penthouse upstairs? I'm like, huh? If you thought the fucking yacht was big and extraordinary and what... He's got a fucking penthouse above the casino that has its own casino inside. There's a blackjack table inside. There's 2 hot tubs.
Yeah,
there's an arcade.
Is it called like Diamond something?
Yeah. The Diamond something casino. I forget. Yeah. Diamond Royale or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
It just
Creme de la creme.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was why I could get my haircut in his apartment in the fucking thing.
Why?
Why not? You know why the fuck? I don't know.
Get matching tattoos.
Oh, I wonder if he did have a tattoo artist. Oh, you can buy a fucking $150,000 bottle of champagne, which his friend did just to shake it up and get a picture with it. That's it. 150 grand. Gone.
I don't even have that.
No, I just spent... So doing the heist with him and running a couple other missions, I think I got myself up to like 3 and change. And then I got 2 new cars. Not crazy. I got the little CRX I've been driving around, that fucking beater surf van. All not expensive cars. But then I added some things to it just to speed them up, tint the windows, whatever. And then I bought a house for like maybe 100 and something grand. But then when we found out last night that we needed that special apartment to go do a heist, I sold my house and bought that special apartment. So I've got that, and now I'm back to broke. Well, I'm not super broke because we did all those missions after Matt jumped off, and that got me back to like 100K maybe.
Yeah, like I'm just in the rank now to do heists because you have to be at least 12. I'm 13.
Yeah. So I got to do that tutorial mission or whatever with Lester, and then we should be able to start running shit. Which I just, but whether it's that or like me signing on and then Matt going, "Yeah, I made a friend." You want to tell that story?
I mean,
how that
so
came to be?
I was, I hopped on. I was waiting for Joe, and I was doing whatever. I think I robbed like a gas station or convenience store, and I was running from the cops, and I like hopped into like this alleyway to avoid it. And all of a sudden, like this guy's following me on a bike, beeping at me the entire time. So my stars go away. He's still beeping at me. He hasn't killed me yet, which usually is what happens when you encounter another player in GTA.
Yeah.
I'll hop on his bike. And then we just started taking off, and I literally put down my controller and started sipping my beer, and I'm just seeing where we're going. Whatever. And then you get on Joe, and you're like, where are you at? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just on some dude's bike. And then we went to a jet ski.
Yeah.
And we're just going around. And then he's, at one point, he's messaging me on Xbox Live.
You know the messages there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it starts off with where to, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, long hair, don't care. That's literally what I said, long hair, don't care. And, okay, we'll find a place. And then that's when Joe ended up meeting us. He takes us to this island, but the boat blows up, so we're kind of trapped, and then he just sends a message saying we're trapped.
Then he fucking walks up behind me. I'm taking selfies because it's a beautiful landscape, right? So I'm taking dumb selfies on this dumbass fucking island that we're on. And when I say island, it's more like a fucking little mound of land in the middle of the ocean, right? It's not really an island. But fucking dude walks up behind me, and I start hearing a beeping. I put my cell phone away. And he strapped C4 to my back. Then he messages Matt and just goes, shh.
Yeah, shh. Oh no, what? It was like, don't tell her or something?
Yeah, don't tell her. And then he pushed me off the fucking cliff and blew me up.
And then Mark got him.
See, because when Joe said that, he told me that's what was happening, and I was like, oh, hell no. And then I started driving home, because I was like, the first thing I'm going to do when I see this guy is I'm going to punch him in the face. Like that was my plan. But everybody was in the casino, so I drove up to where I guess valet happens and just parked my car right outside and walked in. And you guys are like towards the back, so as I'm on my way there, I run into this guy, and we're just staring at each other for like a good 20 seconds.
And he was dressed like a fucking asshole at that point.
Yeah,
too.
and so he walks by me.
Yeah,
so he just walks by me and bumps my shoulder.
Ooh. And dude, Marc's character. Have we ever revealed that yet?
Yeah, did that happen on air? Have we talked about
my character's Fred Durst. And he's head of the Gold Cobras.
Yeah.
Keep rolling.
So yeah, so we just have a stare down. He bumps my shoulder, walks out, tells Matt that he's going to be waiting outside. And I just get this notification that my car has been destroyed. And then another notification that it was this guy that did it. And I don't think he knew it was my car, or maybe he did. I don't know. But all of a sudden, the parking lot by this casino is blowing up like a chain reaction. And I'm just following the trail of damage that's happening. And then there's a tank.
Right.
And then we all get in the tank with him. Because at that time I only had a pistol, and I was like, I can't do anything right now. He's in a tank.
Yeah, no.
I got to play the long game.
Yeah, you got to ride this out.
Yeah, so we rode with him. Whatever, we reached 5 stars. That was cool.
And then we escaped it.
Through death.
I died.
I thought we got away from it.
You might have gotten away from it.
Maybe
I didn't make it.
Yeah, we ended up in the military base, and he was dropping us all off at planes.
Yeah, we died.
At jets. Yeah.
And then so we meet back up, and then. But before that, I get Matt to drop me off at the ammunition, pick up some necessities, and then we see him. He's all like, "Hey, come on, get in the car." I'm like, "Yeah, cool." Rocket launcher.
I think that might have been his thing. So first off, I think he was 8. Second, I think that he made a friend with Matt and then saw me as a threat to that, and then attacked me. Then realized, oh shit, maybe they're friends. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. So then he's kind of cool with me. Then you come along. I feel like he just had that kind of just like, stranger, danger, murder.
No, I was stranger. He's danger.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mark kills him. I get a message saying why he killed me,
Oh,
and then I
don't
killed
know.
him.
Oh, I didn't.
And then he said, "Why you betray me?" And then this is how it ended. I told you about this part. No, it was Mark's idea to do it. I sent back. I did it for the nookie. Yeah, in all caps. And then I don't think I told you this, but then he did end up messaging me back. And this is where it ends our conversation. He says, "Who nookie?"
Oh yeah, that's a child. There's no way.
Who Nookie?
Yeah.
Yes. So GTA Online.
What a world.
One complaint.
Oh, I don't know if you're going the same way, but yeah, I have some complaints too.
We can never, ever, ever talk about Destiny load times ever again on this podcast. Because GTA is a hurry up and wait.
The initial load in this is the worst thing I've ever experienced.
The initial load sucks. But it's not like it's the initial load and then you're done. No.
Yeah.
It's constant. Like when we're swishing rooms, it takes way too long.
Some of it seems like it's not that bad because of how bad the initial one is. My biggest complaint with this is that like we just can't stay together. Like if we're in a fucking Xbox party together, I don't know, like it just let me jump. If I jump into a thing, tell me, hey, the people you're playing with won't be able to come with you. Your crew won't be able to, like, literally we're in a crew. I don't know, like, those things just need...
Yeah, we can't get into, like, certain lobbies to do those missions or whatever.
And then when you get into a lobby, sometimes you just don't have enough time because you're not the host. And when you get in and you realize what's happening, someone's starting the timer and you can't get out of it once the timer starts.
Don't love it. Don't love any of that.
The free world is fine. Like once you're like free mode, like running around the city is absolutely fine once we are actually in the same session.
Yeah.
But once you start doing like jobs and stuff like that, it does get messy and it turns into a hurry up and wait. It's like an amusement park ride. Like you wait an hour to get on a roller coaster,
which we did.
We did. I was trying to get an ATV up the stairs. I couldn't get it up. But no, you get in line for a roller coaster. You enjoy like the minute and a half.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I want to do it again, but you have to wait another hour. It's like GT Online does a lot of that.
It works against you. Like
and I don't know if it's because it's on console. I don't know if PC would improve that or not. Or like, we are playing on Xbox One S. Ashley, Mark, you're on an X. Mm-hmm. How's the load time? Like, it still sucks for you, right?
I feel like it's about the same for everyone.
Yeah, so it's
because
Rockstar.
I don't think it's that's Rockstar thing. Not really a system thing.
Yeah.
Who Nookie?
Well, outside of GTA 5.
He had to Google who Nookie is.
Oh, no.
Oh, God, no. What do you get?
I'll find out. Matt, why don't you tell me what got you so, oh, Jesus.
What did you
Just before I even finish, I don't even hit enter, and the dictionary pops up and says, nookie is defined as sexual activity or intercourse.
Yeah.
You spelled it I-E, right?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, hopefully he uses Bing. And he'll find out it's
Bing?
either nookie.com.au, which is effortless, sexy clothing and swimwear that embodies femininity.
Okay.
All right.
Not the worst site that could lead to.
Urban Dictionary.
Okay. It'd be bad, but
the Nookie people we just talked about sell clothes through other shops, so that's starting to come up a little bit. I mean, the top thing is Limp Bizkit Nookie official video,
and then once he sees Fred Durst and thinks of my character, like, oh, okay,
yeah,
get it.
Now this is interesting. When you go to images, and this is of course Bing images, it's just like it's either people wearing what I assume is all of those clothing. It's just all these women in nice dresses, and it's all the same type of picture with like a flat white background, and they're just posing in these nice dresses.
Product images.
And there's like random ass fucking goth raver girls that are from Russia.
Cool.
Nothing, whatevs.
Not as bad.
All right, well, he'll have a little... And, I mean, obviously a lot of Limp Bizkit's showing up. So...
Yeah.
All right, good. Then he'll get the message.
Yeah, he'll get there.
We like to
talk
dress.
about Limp Bizkit a lot on this podcast.
I mean, aren't you supposed to? It's a podcast.
The amount of times I've yelled "yeah" into this microphone since I've started being on the show.
Yeah. Anyway,
Why? I keep saying this to Joe. Why am I having fun like a 10-year-old playing this game? It's so stupid.
because life sucks sometimes, so
That's Sandbox for you.
have fun in the little moments where things don't suck so much.
Maybe that's why it's called a sandbox. But that's more probably for like 5-year-olds. I don't know about 10.
Yeah. Anyway, you played some Sekiro.
Yes, I got back into Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. It's been a long time since I played that game. And knowing that, I had to quickly remember how to play the game. So I left off, for those that played it, in Fountainhead Palace, which actually, right near the end of the game. I'm not too far away. I'm maybe a couple boss fights, and then it's done, depending on what ending path, side quests I do, whatever. But I remember distinctly, and I think you saw it, Mark and Joe, or maybe just Mark, when I walked into a lake, and I was instantly struck by lightning, and I said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I remember that happening, and then the other way I could have went was the Harada Estate, and I guess some spoilers here, but there's the first memory of you going there where you face Lady Butterfly. But if you do some things correctly, let's eavesdrop onto the right conversations, you can go back there as a hidden side quest and replay a much tougher version of a previous boss, not Lady Butterfly, but someone else, in the same area where you face Lady Butterfly.
Oh, wow.
So that is a very difficult boss fight. So I got in, and I was like, all right, I know, like, that lake's fucked. I can't go the other way because I don't even remember to play the goddamn game. So I fast traveled out to a place I remember had some easy enemies, just kind of get the gist of things, remember some of the mechanics. And then as soon as I started like spraying people's blood with some death blows, I was like, all right, I remember why I like this game a lot. This is why I voted for this for some Game of the Year leverage. Yeah, I get it. I remember. So I go back to the lake, and I realize that there is a path that goes around the lake if you just jump on buildings and kind of navigate and stuff. I'm like, that's how you get across the lake, and you probably kill the asshole, and then the lake's crossable. Got it. Cool. So yeah, I made some progress. I got past those squid boys that that were around there, or some other enemies there. And let me tell you what, when I found the first idol that hadn't been like a brand new checkpoint, it felt real good.
Those little. I had that with Code Vein the other couple weeks ago. Fucking around with that. Just that every time you can just like make that inch forward. It's not much further than you just were, but it really feels like
it's like right around the corner. Yeah. But it is behind like 5 enemies that are tough. Yeah. So I finally got it. I was like so happy. I like texted Victoria. I'm like, it took me 7 months, mainly due to inactivity, but 7 months to get to this next checkpoint. God damn it, this feels great. Blah blah blah. So yeah, I kept going through. I'm pretty much at one of the major final bosses. So I stopped there, knowing, because I've looked up the ending guides. I kind of do them roughly before, but then I kind of like re-looked at them again before Game of the Year. Knowing like that is the final, or kind of towards the end game. I went back, and this morning, and going into the previous night before we hopped into GTA last night, I just started playing that boss fight again. And man, it's just, you go to the idol, you walk into the room, you die.
And it just, yeah.
And then respawn at the idol, walk into the room, you die. And I don't even know how many times I just died to this boss. And like, I'm like starting to get the mechanics and stuff like that. And like, I inch a little bit closer, but then like he gets to the next phase, and it's like, God damn it, what the fuck?
So what finally pushed you over? Because I had that with Hollow Knight like 2 weekends ago, where the boss that I got stuck on in March, I was like, I'm bored, let me try it. And I sat there and I told myself I'm trying this 5 times, and then fuck this. And I ended up like, I kept, renegotiating with myself, like, all right, dude, 13 more times, and that's it. And then I'm on like try 36, and I'm like, this will be the one. And it fucking eventually something clicked. But I don't know if I was actually. Is it for you? Do you think it's like seeing the pattern so much that you're like, I know what to do here. I know what to do here. Is it that like just the repetition of doing all that?
It's one of the things of like, you see the attacks, and sometimes, and I've done this before with Bloodborne, you just have to go into the boss fight knowing you're gonna lose, but try like. You have to try a new thing because what you're doing is not working when you see a certain move.
Yeah.
And so, like, it took about 6 of those tries for me to, like, figure out. There was this one move the boss kept doing, and I did not know how to avoid it. And then it finally dawned on me I had to, like, I saw how low to the ground it was. And I was like, oh, shit, I got to jump over it. I can't dodge this. It's no good to dodge.
Yeah.
And it took me forever to figure out. And it was like one of those kills, or one of those like kill moves, pretty much. Like if it hits you and you had any dent in your health, you're dead because the dude would immediately follow up and just fucking it was a disaster every time it happened, and I didn't avoid it. But like it's that, and then just fucking willpower. Like I don't ever want a game's difficulty to be the thing that like makes me put down the game.
Yeah.
Like I just get hard headed. I become stubborn. I'm like, I'm gonna beat this fucker.
I get that.
And then when it happens, and it was great too because, I beat it right before I came over here because I was playing mainly for about an hour and a half this morning, and I was like, I got to shower so I can come over here. And then because you guys stayed up later, I had like an extra half an hour. I got a shower, and I was texting you like, all right, great. I'll just keep practicing Insanity over here.
Yeah.
Doing the same thing and not having the result change.
Yeah, because I got moving this morning. I did Ring Fit and then was hanging out with the boys, and that sounded way fucking grimy. Hanging out with the boys. I mean my dogs, but yeah. Just hanging out, playing Nintendo, and then I was like, oh shit, I got a shower. And then, so I was behind.
So it gave me an extra half an hour, and then I kept playing. And, like, it was so weird because I was struggling with the first phase of the fight so much in that hour and a half that when I got to the second phase, I had, like, no health. I had no gourds to heal myself. Like, I pretty much had to use my resurrection already as well. And so it was just an uphill struggle. But for some reason... And this always happens. Whenever you step away from a game for like 20 minutes and you come back, something happens.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I just started getting past the first phase. Easily. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I kept trying. And then I knew I had to leave. I knew it was my last attempt. And on that last attempt, it finally fucking happened. And I text you guys in all caps saying... Well, what did I say? Something about like insanity. It's not insanity when the result actually does change for once.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought at that point, because I didn't know what you were talking about, I thought that was like the name of the game you were playing.
No, nope.
Not insanity when the outcome changes. Let's fucking go.
Yep, so I'm back in...
Hold on. I just saw the fucking goddamn forest go.
What?
Oh, you didn't see that?
I
was talking about parts.
No, I saw it last night, but seeing it again right here.
Dude, I sped home.
But I fucking...
I was doing like 80 the whole way.
When I let Mark know that Matt and his special friend took me to an island and they're strapping bombs to me and pushing me off the cliffs, I get the text, I'm on my fucking way, and then the gif of Forrest Gump sprinting. Anyway, sorry. Old Sekiro.
Yeah, so
You gonna wrap it up
see that
this
through.
week?
I should be able to.
Yeah.
There's a boss that I've heard is like one of the hardest. I think is the last boss, like one of the hardest in the game.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Appropriately. So.
Yeah, right? You'd hope.
Well, I mean, Bloodborne didn't do that.
Maybe they learned from their mistakes. Well, not mistakes. I liked fighting Dracula at the end, but,
Yeah, so.
What do you think Elden Ring's going to be like?
I don't know.
I'm real curious on that one.
Like, I'm excited, but I can't be that excited. All they said was a fucking name and the fact that George R. R. Martin's part of it. Like, that's not really doing much for me.
But there's also been the talk about horseback combat. There's been the fact that Miyazaki makes or suggests that every new team member read George R. R. Martin's book about vampires. Like, there's just these little things you start to like stitch together. Like, what are they doing?
I mean, maybe I'm just like so used to like Dark Souls is more like that dragon fantasy type of thing, and then George R.R. Martin is more of the dragon fantasy. That's why maybe like I can't get myself to not think that.
Yeah.
And, like they did cool vampire shit like Bloodborne, maybe not that kind of style, but lean like more, a little more horror. I don't know, like
No, I'm thinking they could go full on fucking Bloodborne too. Not, but like less Lovecraftian and more like Victorian. Does that make sense?
It doesn't look. It wasn't given off that theme when they were showing off the cinematics.
What did we even see?
It was like a dude hammering, but like his skin was cracking and breaking, or something like that. I don't know. Everything did have like a fantasy vibe.
Yeah, it definitely had that. Yeah. Oh, right. That was what we got. That sucks.
So yeah, like I don't know. I don't know what to get. I just want. I kind of like this evolution of the combat. I don't think it makes sense in every game, but I want to just see them take another step, or maybe not like the next step, or like just a different step again.
Yeah.
Because this combat, like it was more fast paced. Like I know, like Dark Souls is slow, Bloodborne's faster, but this is like kind of Ninja Gaiden speed almost at some points, which you know I kind of like the difference. So I want to see a different system again. Not like totally like I don't mind seeing like Souls or whatever. I'm just saying like strictly combat.
No, yeah, it seems like the combat is tailored to the world that it's in.
Yeah.
Like Dark Souls, yeah, you're going to be slower because of the armor and shield.
Yeah,
and
no,
whatnot.
there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm saying I like that. I like that it adapts to every single thing. So they're all.
I remember, like, I never played Bloodborne at release, but I remember everyone saying, like, "Oh, dude, don't have a fucking shield. You guys a gun to parry."
Yeah,
and it was like, no, that plays into it though. It's like
I remember people being like thrown off by that, and I had never played Dark Souls. I played Demon Souls for like an hour.
I thought transforming weapons is the best thing. Like,
oh my god,
I don't like. Not a lot of games do that. And then Sekiro added that whole new thing with having that one arm.
The prosthetic.
Yeah.
Game of the decade, man. Elden Ring. Did you play anything else this week, Matt?
Nah, I keep fucking around with Madden, but I'm starting to get to that point now. Or when I play online, it's just, I'm starting to get to the people that are like fucking...
Yeah.
Like one step above, but it's not because like they're scheming better. It's more because they play the game and know how to like manipulate some shit. Yeah, you're starting to get there, so it's become a little more frustrating and less enjoyable. But man, I still like fucking around. Like I talked about that option system. I fucking ride or die with it, man.
Is that, you think that'll last after Super Bowl, or once football season wraps up, do you kind of peter out? Well, then you get all pre-baseball, right?
I was gonna say, we transitioned to baseball. Hockey will be in that swing as well. I won't play NHL, but
you didn't buy it this year, did you?
Not yet.
Don't. You know, you do have like a free month of EA access.
I saw that. Every time I look at it, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Nah, it's all right.
When you get that itch, when the Capitals have like a good swing for a week, are they doing all right? They're all post.
They're fine. They're great.
Sometimes, you stand the cup and they break up the team and everything gets fucked up. And
no, actually, they're like a first place team again.
Ooh.
They did that last year too. Like maybe not first in all the NHL, but like in their division.
Yeah. Marc,
what's up?
What'd you get into in the last week besides buying a fucking badass shirt? Did you see his shirt?
Yeah, just
yeah. Impulse. I was trying out some of the Game Pass stuff. I was kind of in like a zombie mood. I think it's because I bought the Walking Dead collection, the Telltale thing, whatever. So I had everything in one spot because I never was able to transfer saves between anything. So I never touched season 2.
Yeah, no, I didn't either.
So I wanted to fix that. I started to play, but I don't think I was ready for it because you get like 4 dialogue choices more than half the time, and I just realized how stupid like 3 out of 4 of them are because the 4th one's always just silence. Yeah. I'd rather just not say anything more than half the time because it's just like it's hard to, because they want to start you off in the police car, the whole tutorial thing. It's just like you wouldn't have a conversation if you just got arrested because you were allegedly like killed your wife because she was cheating on you or something like that.
I think you killed the husband or the cheater.
Yeah.
Or was
yeah.
it both? I don't remember.
I don't know, but like you just wouldn't be having this conversation. You wouldn't be talking. You'd just be in the car and like that's it. And it's just I just couldn't. I don't know. Like Lee was like too mannerly about everything. And I was like, this is bullshit.
But he's a cop, isn't he?
No, Lee is a history teacher.
Oh.
Like a college teacher or high school teacher. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, it sounds right. Yep.
Yeah. No, I mean, I played it before and I forgot. Like, I had a certain way of how he talks to everyone. Because I was going to make it to where he doesn't give a shit about anybody unless he's forced to. Like, Clementine is his only priority. Yeah. Everyone else can go fuck off. But I was like, you know, I'm not, I'll come back to this later. Right now, now's not the time. Yeah. So I want to try other zombie games because I was like, I don't know, I want to find other things, see what's good on this platform. And so I tried the State of Decay games.
Oh, you never played those?
No. Oh. I remember being so excited about the first one, but it took like 10 years to make. You
didn't start with the first one, did you?
I did. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Okay, good.
Uninstalled it immediately. Okay. That's a dumb premise in the beginning. I don't like being just some dude and we're in some nice hunky-dunky camp, like, I don't know what to call it. It's like a park ranger's little headquarters and you're in this nice forest. I'm like, all right, fuck off. This isn't my zombie game. So I played the second one. Second one's a little more interesting. Yeah. Because you get to pick through these couples of characters. Like, you have your character and then the partner, and then it says what their relationship is. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay. Kind of wanted to create a character. That's what I thought this game was leading to, but it's not that at all. So that's kind of a bummer, but it's fine. And so I went with the two friends. They were like
the two dudes.
Yeah. They were like friends since like middle school or something like that.
Well, it's cool because all three of those options, I think it's 3 options, they make you feel the weight of that choice of just like.
Is it inevitable to lose them? Because they make it seem like these are just the tutorial part of the game. Like having.
Did you lose somebody in the tutorial?
I don't know.
Then no,
because like
I don't think you're forced to lose. No, you're definitely not, and that's the really cool thing is like how dynamic.
Because they make it seem like all of them are like, yeah, you have this relationship, whether it's romantic or platonic or whatever, but like there's just something that just doesn't make it work. And it's like, oh, my friend got infected.
I think that's the little thing, right? Like
it's like, gotta save him, but he's also just kind of an idiot. So I really don't care about him that much. It's like, because it said in the description, it's like, but you guys are like slowly drifting apart. And it's like, okay, so I guess he's not going to stick around.
Well, that's more up to you.
Or he's going to betray.
I think I'm going to betray for your like decision making, right?
Okay. I didn't know if that was going to be an option. If it was like a forced script thing.
No, so think about
because they all share that.
Oh yeah, every interaction has that. What's cool is like as you get a little bit deeper into the like weirdness of that game, it'll be a thing where it's like I don't know specifically, but let's just say like fucking zombies come in and they bite everybody, and you only have enough medicine to save 3 of the 5 people bitten. Yeah. The reason they feed you those little character details is so that you can be like, you know what, dude. This guy's been a fucking asshole. He was an asshole before we got into this. Fuck him. He's not getting the medicine. Let him be on his own. Like, that's why they put all that shit in there, which makes it really cool. And that makes it so, like, because there's also accidents that can happen, right? Like, you could send out a scouting troop of people to go find gasoline while you go do something else, and you get fucking radio back that your girlfriend just died, right? Or that, right? It's fucking, it's cool.
So, like, I didn't get that far.
Yeah.
I think I just got the house for everybody to set camp in, and I started just like, I mean, the whole game is fetch questing.
That's it.
And then I realized, all right, this is a cool idea, but this is way too involved for me because it's all just like management.
It is,
and I'm not about management. I just want to isolated experience. I don't want to have to worry about a whole crowd of people. So
you are not one person in this game. You are building a community in this little home.
It's like secretly a strategy game.
In
the form of a third person.
Yeah, like you get to have that third person combat, but it is fully just like a management sim.
And then like having a limited inventory and going back. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, no. You can expand that. You find new backpacks. Like there's
highest I found was like an 8-slot backpack. Yeah. I don't know if it gets higher than that.
I don't remember numbers now, but it's weird because that was a game that like I on paper would never have played, but actually playing it, I really enjoyed it. It just it's fucking stress management at a certain point because you're just like I got to move all the power, otherwise we're not going to have power in this thing. But if I move it from there, it's
probably a better experience like co-op.
Did we play co-op?
We never did. No,
I think my brother and I did. Maybe.
Is that only 2-player, or does it go? I feel like it should do more.
It may have been at launch, but I'm pretty certain that because they keep updating that game, and I'm pretty sure they just keep adding options. I'm down to jump back in if you want to fuck around. But I think it's a thing where it's like either you come into my world or I go into yours. I don't think we can have a shared state. So I think that's what it is.
I'm not attached to this game by any means, but so it's like I'm not like ants.
But it's neat. Like they have the different zombie types, like Left 4 Dead style. Like there's the big bloater guy, and like they've got things like that. There's ones that like I think they call them shriekers. Like if you get too close to them and they notice you, they will just
that's the only one I've like run into so far is that
4-player co-op.
Cool, cool. So I mean, I'm not like impatiently waiting to play it again. So it's just whenever, if you feel like it, whatever. So for the meantime, I did uninstall it, and then I realized that for as far as I'm concerned with Xbox, because I don't have access to Left 4 Dead, Resident Evil 2 is the best zombie game on there.
That's true. You went back to Resident Evil 2?
I didn't go back to it, but it just made me determine that for now.
Yeah.
Because overall in my head, PC, Contagion is my favorite zombie game.
Contagion. It
is a successor to the Zombie Panic mod. It's a source mod. And like I'm not sure if it's still up to date now, but like you can like have up to eight people in a party, and you just like explore whether it's like a neighborhood or like a precinct. And the way the combat is it feels realistic.
Yeah,
like the headshots are the only thing that matters. And like you have to be careful with the noise and your ammunition and the items, but you don't have to worry about other people if you don't want to. It's just you, and you do have like a stamina thing. You can get out of breath, so it's pretty neat.
That's cool looking.
And like everything is notified through cell phones. So there's like little mini quests as you go throughout it, and you get text alerts from all the other characters if they find a key or if they find a certain thing, so you all know can work together and whatever. But yeah, like that. So like that's I was trying to find something of that caliber, and I just couldn't find it. So RE2 seems like the closest. But that did lead me back into playing Onimusha again, because I was still on my samurai thing.
Yeah,
still watching a couple movies. And I was like, you know what? Let's combine both worlds here. Let's combine some undead in here and samurai again. And so I went a little further. I like the combat in this game. It just feels good. And the way everything is upgraded with souls. So like you have that gauntlet I talked about before, that those orbs souls. Apparently the orb in that changes. So every time you find a weapon, you get a different orb with it. And that's basically like your key cards. Because there's going to be doors that have like some weird like organic parasitic looking thing. It's like weird mold or fungus on a door. And it's usually in like a circle shape. And depending on how many of it is on there is what level your orb needs to be at. So if there's 3 things on the door, your orb needs to be level 3. So you have to upgrade it with the souls to do that. But at the same time, so those are upgraded separately from your weapons. And your weapons all have their own like elemental thing to it. So I had the katana that had like lightning element to it. So you could do like a neat little combo that uses up your magic meter. I upgraded it to like level 2 or 3 or something, and like the design of it changes. Like it looks more badass every time you do it. So very Dynasty Warriors. If you ever played that, every time you upgrade a weapon, it looks more awesome. And then I got a double-edged sword that has a fire element, which is just all like strength-based, basically. So just Magnus style with it. But when you upgrade it, you also upgrade your combos. So you do a little more with it each time. And that was cool. So I got a red orb with that. And then I fought some boss on like this rooftop of this tall-ass like building. And I took his weapon, like Mega Man style, and I got like this double-bladed staff, like spear thing. And that has like a wind element, so that ability is you just spin and this whole cyclone around you just forms and just tears everybody to shreds. Cool. So I just got that. I'm now like the girl I was saving, the princess or whatever, I guess she's just a beginning mission thing. From what it, unless it continues. But I saved her, but she got sick.
Uh-oh.
So I have to go like into like the depths, like these dungeon, like basement sewer.
Of course you do.
Stuff to
Find the dragon rot.
I have to find some. Yeah, I have to find some type of rosary, and I have to find a certain bell because this one door was blocked by souls.
Oh.
And so I had to like ring the bell to get rid of the souls, go through. And now I'm fighting all these other things, and then I got apparently my main character got trapped. I'm surrounded by all these flames, and I think I got like infected or something. He's like sinking into like the underworld basically because of this dumb other skeevy little weasel dude.
Is he kind of headstrong?
Wait, like
well, you said you were trapped.
Oh,
so
okay. I figured it was okay.
Sorry.
He wasn't not that strong to take on anyone. So when that happens, it changes you to be the side character. She's like the ninja. I'm not sure if I talked about her last time. I think her name is Kaede. It's like Kaede or something like that.
Kaede?
Something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Oh yeah. That's it. That's funny.
You have to play as her. I think because you have to go like, what was it? Because not only did you save the princess who was sick, but you also had this little boy that you saved as well. And I think I can't remember if he got taken or if you had to go get an item or something to help save the main character, Samanosuke. So playing as her, this is basically hard mode. Because I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. I thought I had to fight everything that I've seen in every room. And when you're her, you cannot absorb souls because you don't have that gauntlet. You only have your one weapon, which is this little tiny blade, like a dagger. And all you can do is, like, you can keep stabbing people and attacking them. She's very agile. If you pull it off well enough, you can jump over them and then execute this assassination move where she just slits their throat. Or it's like a one-hit kill thing. Cool. But since you don't collect souls, it means you can't collect the yellow ones that heal you. So, and I don't have any healing items either. So no herbs, no nothing. So I guess I'm not supposed to fight any of these enemies. I'm just supposed to be avoiding them and getting to a certain location. I don't know where this location is. I keep finding dead ends because they have those weird fungus things on the doors. I'm like, well, shit, I'm not supposed to be here. Yeah. But enemies keep appearing, and they're getting harder and harder. And I died because learning the hard way. And I forgot that this game was a PS2 game for a second because there's no autosave. And I have to do all that stuff back in the sewer area again. No. And I was like, I'm going to come back at a later day.
I had that with Parasite Eve when I was playing that last year.
But there's a difference, right? You're playing the original Parasite Eve.
Yeah.
This is
like,
a port.
This is a HD...
HD
remaster?
Yeah, like updated...
Like, remaster?
Yeah, because it has updated controls.
That
it's
kind
not
of
old
stuff
tank.
Can be added in.
Yeah.
It should have been. And
or
it just
like apply a button for a save state or something.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if there were any shrines I could go to in between all this and I just missed it.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but I'll have to go back and check. But yeah, that was just left a bad taste in my mouth, and I just stopped. And that's, other than GTA, that's pretty much me. Man. So.
It's funny her name's Kaede. I've been naming all of my characters Kaede in the last couple months.
Same exact?
Yeah. It means maple in Japanese.
Huh. Cool.
For no other reason than the fact that I was like making a character in something. I don't even remember what. And I was like, I need a cool name. And I just started looking up names. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool.
See, and like...
And it means maple. And maple's badass. You know what I mean?
Do you need to...
Put Phantasy Star Online 2.
Yeah, you know. Out. That and the other Onimusha games I think should be remastered as well.
Yeah.
They're good. I mean, like, it does... I like that they keep, like, that Resident Evil-like formula.
Yeah.
I mean, the camera angles is kind of dated, but, I don't know. It's just the moving around, just the way everything works, you kind of get those vibes. And, like, shit can get a little weird. Like, it gets pretty dark here and there. You can feel that old Capcom mid-2000s vibe. It has, like, a mix of Resident Evil, a little mix of Devil May Cry, a little mix of its own thing. It's pretty cool.
Nice. Well, I might try that game. I'm intrigued by it. Even when it launched last year, the remaster was like,
I think it's 20.
yeah, I might grab it on Switch. Well, before I didn't play a lot that I have to say about, so I will jump into really quickly 2019 gaming on Twitter. This is posted on blog.twitter.com. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Twitter was the place for gaming conversations and connections in 2019. There were more than 1.2 billion tweets about gaming, up nearly 20% year over year. So, what were the top 10 most talked about video games?
Generally, right? Not necessarily having to be released.
I believe, yeah, these are the most talked about video games.
Do these pertain to events?
This is,
I mean,
there's a
it
separate,
would probably have to, but
there's a separate thing for events. So this is just the video games generally speaking.
so like
nothing-
E3 wouldn't trend
yeah.
in this game, but a game from E3 could be in the running.
Correct.
Got it. I'll go first.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah. Final Fantasy is the number 3 most talked about video game.
Number 3.
Cyberpunk 2077.
No, not on the list.
Wow. Did Keanu Reeves make the list?
Not on this list,
Okay.
but yeah. What else you got?
Pokemon.
No.
Wow.
Anthem.
Nope.
This got really interesting.
I
Yeah, I
know.
know.
Oh, it's a weird list.
Resident Evil 2?
No.
Really? For 2019?
Nope.
I'm trying to think of a game that caused controversy. Avengers.
Nope.
Really?
Think-
Everyone hated that fucking
Don't-
thing.
I know, but don't think just E3. I'll tell
I
you
know,
that
yeah,
much.
yeah, I
Think
know.
about like the whole year.
Master Chief Collection?
No.
Destiny?
Nope.
No,
Alright, well,
I guess
that's-
you could go back.
I'll give you number 10, and maybe that'll help. Yeah, I don't know. Number 10, Super Smash Brothers.
I didn't think that'd be number 10. Wow. I thought it'd be higher. Fire Emblem?
Dota?
I heard Fire
Sorry,
Emblem
yeah.
and Dota.
Yeah.
Neither are on the list.
Animal Crossing?
No.
What the fuck?
I really don't think you... I mean, there's a couple on here that like you can probably assume have been talked about, but
Sonic?
no.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
No.
Phantasy Star?
No.
Mario Kart?
Nope. All right. Ready? You want to take one more stab each?
I mean, I think we're thinking of games that were relevant to the year.
Yeah.
Does this list deal with games older than what has been?
Probably, and this is more like this is people talking about games.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to think. What
Yeah.
was a conversation piece?
Madden?
Nope. I mean, there's a
Kingdom Hearts?
nope. There's a big video game that is like the most popular video game in the world that you guys haven't mentioned yet. Most talked about.
Call of Duty?
No.
World of Warcraft?
No.
Mario at all?
No.
Zelda?
No.
Biggest video game.
I feel like I named them.
Like this, released this year?
No.
Alright.
Pac-Man?
No.
Tetris?
All right. Number 10, Super Smash Brothers. Number 9, Minecraft.
Ah, shit.
Number 8, PlayerUnknown's Battleground.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's
Fortnite.
is
There
number
you go.
one.
League
Number
of Legends.
7.
Oh, shit.
Number 7 is Monster Strike, whatever the fuck that is.
What?
Number 6, Ensemble Stars. Number
I
5.
feel like this is a worldwide thing.
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned that. Number 5, Grand Blue Fantasy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Number 4, Identity V or Identity 5. Not sure if that's Roman numeral.
These all sound like mobile games.
Number 3, Final Fantasy, which that tells you something. Okay. Number 2, Fortnite. Number 1, Fate Grand Order is the most talked about video game of 2019 on Twitter.
I feel like these are all mostly Japan.
Twitter.
This is Japan as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Japan doesn't have that much
We'll come
Dude,
back.
they love Fate
Is China
and Grand Blue.
on Twitter?
No.
Well, Grand Blue is like the Fire Emblem like competitor. Like you should,
Yeah.
if we're talking about fan service.
No, I downloaded both of them and then erased both of them. All right, we'll take a break from some of the. We'll come back to another nightmarish topic, but first let's talk about most talked about esports team. Matt, who was number one?
OG?
No,
Um,
OG didn't make the list.
damn. I'm trying to think of Counter-Strike teams now. FaZe?
FaZe was number one. Most talked about esports
Nice.
team.
Woo!
Mark, can you name another one on the list?
Ha ha ha! No.
I wouldn't be able to either, so don't
Is
feel
Team
like
Liquid on there?
Team Liquid is number 6 on this list.
Is it by game or in general?
It just says most talked about esports teams.
Because Team Liquid also has a Counter-Strike team
Yeah.
as well.
Matt, can you name
Optic?
team? Optic Gaming is number 10. Let's just keep going. Let's see if Matt can get this, because I don't think you or I.
Yeah,
the only one I would have guessed is Team Liquid, so he got that.
Are they all like Counter-Strike? Can I use that?
I couldn't fucking tell you. Sure, yeah, they're all Counter Strike. I have no idea. No idea.
Is Cloud9 on there?
These could be Cloud9's number
right. I do
3.
remember that name.
Who else?
These could be fucking Grand Blue esports teams. I have no idea.
I'm running out of steam here. Trying to think.
Let me know when you want to tap out. I can fucking.
I can't even think of like a Dota team at this point. Fuck. I'm blanking on Dota teams.
I'll start working up the list, and maybe it'll.
Fuck. What's the team name of the new
Nigma.
Nigma.
Oh no, not on the list.
What about Ligma?
Oh, no, but Flamengo, yeah. All right, so number 10 was Optic Gaming. Number 9, Mad Lions, formerly Splice. Number 8, Flamengo. Number 7, Team Solo Mid.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Number 6, Team Liquid. 5, 100 Thieves. 4, Fnatic. Fnatic. Number 3, Cloud9. Number 2, G2 Esports. And then number 1, FaZe Clan. Which is going to bring us into which countries tweeted the most about video games in 2019?
Japan.
Japan was number what, Mark?
1.
There you go. Number 2 was...
I'm assuming America.
Yeah, nailed it. Number 3, China's not on this list. I'll tell you that up front. Japan, U.S.
Canada.
You're both wrong, but
Yeah,
actually...
Europe is a fucking continent, so.
Canada not on the list. Europe not listed. Number 3, South Korea.
Okay.
Number 4, Thailand. Number
Alright.
5, Brazil.
Okay.
Really?
No, that makes sense.
Brazil loves video games.
I know
dude.
they love video games, but usually like in the past.
Yeah. Number 6, France. 7, Great Britain. 8, Indonesia. 9, Spain. And he guesses at number 10.
Sweden.
Mark.
Australia.
Philippines.
Oh.
We've got the most talked about gaming events of 2019. What were the most talked about gaming events of 2019?
E3.
E3 2019 was the number 1 most talked about gaming event, followed by...
Direct.
No Nintendo Directs on this list.
Gamescom.
Gamescom, number 6 on the list.
BlizzCon.
BlizzCon, number 7 on the list.
Doomcon.
Yeah.
Who?
Well, QuakeCon, but Doomcon.
Yeah.
No, not on the list. Think about the number 1 most tweeting country and what country probably got that number 1 most talked about video game at the top of that list.
TGS.
TGS, number 2 on the most talked about gaming events, Tokyo Game Show. Number 3,
Activision split, or is it like
gaming
just
event.
Okay,
Think
alright,
yeah. A big show that happens every year.
CES.
CES, not on this list.
The Xboxes. What's it? XO.
Not on this list.
I mean, if it's mostly Japan.
Well, that was for number 2. You got number 2 with that.
Yeah.
Number 3 kind of goes a little bit more global. Actually, a little bit more central to here.
Oh,
Yes.
Penny Arcade. What's the PAX? PAX.
PAX East, number 10 on the list. Number 3,
Comic-Con?
Comic-Con, not on this list.
That's okay.
You may start working my way up.
Sure.
10, PAX East 2019. 9, Tokaigi Game Party Tokyo 2019.
That was my next answer.
I thought so, yeah. Number 8, TwitchCon 2019. 7 was BlizzCon. 6 was Gamescom. 5 was FGO Fest, or Fate Grand Order Fest.
Is Minecon one?
It's not.
Huh.
Number 4, Paris Games Week. Number 3, the Game Awards 2019.
Yeah.
2, Tokyo Game Show, and 1, E3 2019.
Well, I'm glad the Fortnite thing wasn't on.
All right, we got 2 more categories. You still up for them?
Oh, yeah, let's go. That's
Most
fun.
talked about esports events.
Jesus Christ.
Most talked about esports events.
Whatever league's finals are. League of Legends, I forget these.
I believe you're referring to the LOL Worlds 2019,
Yes.
which placed number 1 in the most talked about
Makes
esports
sense.
event.
TI.
The International 2019 comes in at number 4.
I don't know Counter-Strike's big one.
I don't think. Oh, it is on here. The IEM Katowice CS:GO
Taoist
major
or something like that.
Sure, Katowice.
Halo Championship.
Not on the list, sadly.
The Fortnite Championship.
Fortnite World Cup coming in at number 3.
I just had one on the tip of my tongue. I forgot what it was.
Also, there is a second League of Legends thing while you think of the tip of your tongue. LOL MSI 2019 was number 8 on the list.
Didn't really listen to that.
Are any other of those IEMs in there? Because I think there's a couple of those every year.
IEM?
You know, like, what was that one for Counter-Strike?
I think there's no other one listed.
Oh, the Rainbow Six Invitationals.
No.
Oh.
Not on the list.
Splatoon.
I fucking wish, man.
There's
God,
no
I
way.
wish.
Did Rocket League make that list?
Rocket League did not make the list. I'll tell you that there is one video game franchise that has 3 events listed on this list here in places 7, 9, and 10.
And it's not Counter-Strike.
It is not Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike appears on this list once.
Huh. Is it a game we've said?
No.
Okay.
Is it Raid Shadow Legends?
No.
Is it Quake Champions related?
No. Surprisingly.
Overwatch. Oh, shit, Overwatch.
Overwatch is number 5
The
on this
season
list.
2.
Overwatch League 2019
yeah.
finals are number 5. Which I think you need to guess 2 more games. Well, one is more of an event. The other one's a single game that had multiple events on this list.
Does QuakeCon have tournaments or do? BlizzCon?
Yeah, but it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
all right.
Oh, yeah, no, neither of those. There's a big esports event that I actually give a shit about. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, Evo.
There you go.
Yeah.
Evo 2019 coming in at number 2, and then I'm just gonna give it to you. Call of Duty World Championships at number
I didn't know
7.
they had one.
Call of Duty World CWL. I don't know what that means, but CWL Anaheim and Miami both coming in at 9 and 10 respectively. Which brings us to our final Twitter gaming category. Are you ready for this? Oh, I bet you're gonna do great on this. The most talked about gaming personalities of 2019 on Twitter. If you can name 5 of these, I'll buy you both lunch after this.
Hideo Kojima.
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
Are we talking like? Could this be like Twitch?
It is mostly fucking garbage like that.
All right, so hold on. I might get free lunch out of this. Hold on. All right, so you got your ninja.
Yeah, he's number 1.
I'm not wearing the socks today.
Oh, sadly.
I can't think of anyone else now.
There you go.
Crip.
What? No, I don't know what that is.
All right.
No.
Lyric.
Nope.
Ikumi Nakamura.
No. That should have been. She should have.
Yeah.
I wonder if they didn't count her in this list. I wonder if they were just looking for like.
Jeff Keighley.
No.
All right.
It's none of it's.
It's
the bad side of this. It's not anything that you'd want to see.
Wow.
I promise.
Bad.
Okay.
I have one. Who's that guy? Who's Ninja's friend? That just went to Mixer as well.
Is that one dude, Dr. Disrespect, whatever?
Dr. Disrespect coming in at number 10, sweeping at the bottom there.
Gorg?
Gorg.
It's like Gorgc.
Gorg is not on this list. I know you're talking. Was it Shroud? Is he the one that went to Mixer?
I think that's...
Yeah, he's not on this list.
These all sound like MOBA characters. Like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what half of this shit is. So
I mean, a lot of this is going to come from Japan, so yeah, I tap out. Is there other English people in there?
Yeah. There's one that I know of that I recognize his face. There's another one that I see his name all the time because it shows up as a recommended channel if you follow the Free Cheese on YouTube. That's it. Nothing else I fucking know on this list.
Jack Frags? No.
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 All right. Working our way from the bottom.
Perfect.
Dr. Disrespect at number 10. Dr. Lupo at number 9. Okay. Tim the Tat Man at number 8.
Plays Overwatch.
Is his last name Taylor?
No, but he plays Overwatch. I know who that is.
Pokemon at number 7.
I do know that one.
Nade Shot at number 6. That was the one I recognized. I remembered him from some weird esports bullshit.
Oh, Summit. No, wow, all
right. Courage JD at number 5. T Few at number 4. Jack Septic Eye, recommended by YouTube, at number 3. Yeah. El Rubius at number 2. And Ninja at number 1.
No PewDiePie on that list.
Yeah.
We did something right, guys.
Fucking weird, you know? Real weird. There is, you got time for one more? I feel I'm going to give you guys a little lift.
I'm on the bus like Ninja is.
All right, bus boy. There is a linked story from Tuesday, June 18th, a week after E3 ended, saying how hashtag E3 2019 played out on Twitter. Which country tweeted the most about E3?
America.
Yes, United States. The 5 most tweeted about game publishers during E3.
Publishers?
Game publishers.
Bethesda.
Bethesda came in number 5.
It's got to be the big guys. Right? Is EA in there?
EA's not in there. Remember, they didn't go to E3.
Fuck you. God damn it, Andrew Wilson.
You know. You're on the right track.
I'm trying to I can't think of the fucking
there's 3 that should be pretty
Square
easy.
Enix.
Square Enix is number 4.
I can't remember the fucking schedule.
CD Projekt Red?
Good guess, but I doubt.
Good guess, but think bigger.
Who? Oh, Ubisoft.
Nope.
What?
Nope. Not on the list. Couldn't make the cut, man. Couldn't make the cut. Not when you got these top 3 are pretty.
Microsoft.
Then Xbox Studios at number 2. Activision doesn't know how to show up to E3 either. If Xbox is number 2, who's number 3? Sony Interactive Entertainment at number 3.
But they weren't even there.
Who the fuck knows? Everyone's probably
That's
saying.
why I wasn't guessing them.
Final Fantasy,
and PlayStation.
why.
So then Nintendo.
And then Nintendo was number 1.
Okay.
The 5 most tweeted about upcoming games.
Cyberpunk
number 2.
Final Fantasy 7.
Number 1.
Breath of the Wild sequel.
Number 3. 2 more.
Last of Us Part 2.
Didn't make the cut.
Death Stranding.
Did not make the cut.
This would have been upcoming at the time, right?
Yes, but the last 2 on this list still have yet to release. I'll tell you that.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing New Horizons at number 4. And Matt, number 5.
Doom?
Come on. You know, the most tweeted about upcoming game from E3 that had everybody talking.
Oh, the Avengers?
There you go. Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah, that. I'm thinking positive.
And then, generally speaking, the most tweeted about games during E3. And this is very broad.
Super Smash Brothers.
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, number 4. 2 of these other games are first-party Nintendo. Another one appears on the Nintendo Switch, and the 5th one on the list is not on the Switch.
So what was the category?
Tweeted about games during E3.
Star Wars? Oh, never mind. They're not fucking E3. I couldn't, man. Maybe.
You got Smash.
Zelda.
Is that weird? I don't know how these ended up on this list. I mean, they're big.
Animal Crossing?
No.
I mean, these games.
There is one that starts with an A. Think franchises, not specific games, kind of.
Avalanche 1080.
That would be nice.
Starts an A.
I'll say that.
Chain.
That's a good guess.
Good guess. Number 1 on this list ended up with a little bit of controversy this last year.
Controversy.
Yeah, controversy. A lot of hashtags being created by people who.
2K, NBA, WWE.
Think bigger. Think maybe the highest grossing media franchise in the history of things.
Highest grossing media franchise?
Pokemon, number 1 most tweeted about game during E3, followed by
another Mario.
Ooh, starts with it's kind of like Mario, except it sounds more like
Luigi.
Fortnite.
No.
Number 3 was Splatoon.
How the fuck?
There was a Splatoon Invitational at E3, so maybe that. Number 4 was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Number 5, Apex Legends.
I forgot about Apex.
The most conversation surrounding tweets during E3. The number 1 was the Banjo-Kazooie announcement. Xbox's tweet of Keanu saying breathtaking was the second most buzzed about. The
reveal
announcement that like the little teaser trailer thing of Marvel's Avengers was the third.
Cool.
There you go.
The Avengers.
And I guess that brings us to the other things I played this week. I played a lot of pinball.
Pinball. Any particular pinball applications or actual pinball?
No, I wish I was playing actual pinball, but maybe soon with that thing, the that 1-Up arcade thing.
Oh yeah.
I played pinball on my Nintendo Switch. You can get that through the Hamster Arcade Archives. And that one always kind of just spins me. Like, that's a good, like, let's start, with a good base. So I played that a bit, and then I really spent a lot of time. I was on Switch dicking around with some of the Pinball FX stuff, since now they have the Williams license. But I've yet to pull the trigger and, like, buy those tables through there and see if it's, you know what I mean? Because I want to know, but I don't know. I played a bunch of Addams Family on PS4 through Pinball Arcade and some Elvira table I don't remember the name of, but just I like me pinball, man. It's good. People should make more pinball games. And then Castlevania Anniversary Collection got a little sweep for me on the Nintendo Switch. Just fucking around. They've got the Japanese versions of those games in there now, so it's neat just hearing the different Famicom versions with the different sound channels and stuff.
There's always a castle and a whip.
There's always a castle. There's always a whip. And the one I kind of spent a little bit more time with was Shovel Knight King of Cards. And I finally tried Shovel Knight Showdown. So King of Cards, weird controls at first. Shovel Knight kind of has King Knight has the charge forward, and then you can like bounce off things and he'll kind of spin.
Very Wario-like.
Yeah, it's very, so I'm making my way through the campaign of that. It's weird how they split up the campaign where, if you remember, like, I mean, they've all been kind of different, but the core Shovel Knight, you were on that overhead map and it was kind of like, all right, go to this stage, do this. Well, now that one stage is kind of split into 5 mini stages that are not, there's still a couple screens. It's not like a single screen experience, but it's like smaller things like that. And the whole idea is that King Knight is kind of trying to raise himself up to become a king. So he's, that whole stuff. But it's fun.
How do you like Justice or whatever? It's
the card game? Yeah, it's different. Playing so much Magic in the last year, I really came to like the deck building aspect and how cool you can make a deck.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, a lot of Magic is more in the like moment to moment, like what is going to happen when I put this down and they put that down, and what do these two cards do, or what does this assembly of cards do? Joustus is more, if you haven't seen it, it's a 2x2 grid, and you need to basically collect however many gems are on the board. If there's 3 gems on the board, you need to get your cards. I think there's bigger than 2x2 now that I think about it. There are. But you're basically just kind of putting cards down that have arrows pointing in either direction, and they prevent you from being pushed. If your arrow's pointing up, you can't be pushed down, right? But if you don't have an arrow on that side, someone can come in and bump you in whichever direction they choose.
It's just all about shifting, right? To like get the gems.
Yeah, it's really just about like, I'm gonna push your card away. But there's not really a lot of like inherent abilities or things like that with each card.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's a fun mini game to play, but it's not like, I don't think it's something like Gwent.
I was gonna say you're not gonna have Gwent, right?
Or what's the other one? Well, I guess Hearthstone kind of spun. It didn't really spin in a while, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't think you're gonna get a Joustus game by itself. You could kind of, but
you're not.
Yeah. And I tried Showdown, which is kind of the Smash-ish kind of thing. To call it Smash Brothers esque is kind of doing it a disservice because it is different than that.
I mean, yeah, like everyone has their own moves, but it's like, but it does have like a party like element.
It reminded me of like if
Brawlout.
Yeah, Brawlout's still like super smashy. I feel like if honestly,
Did it remind you of PlayStation All Stars Battle?
Yeah. It's honestly like, what if the people who made Mario Party made a Smash game instead? Not in that, but just in that way of like, yes, it's a platform fighter, but it's more with like objects, like little mini games within. So it might be collect 7 things, but all the while you're trying to avoid obstacles on this little single screen.
It's like objective based.
Yeah. It's not just kill the other people until they're dead. It's like collect 7 gems, or I don't remember some of the other ones were kill this person 3 times.
Hold a zone for a limited time, something like that.
I don't know if they had that. That would have been a smart, but it's along those lines.
Hold the flag.
There's some of them were like single hit KOs. You know what I mean? Like,
okay,
it was like that, just like little like weird little like modifiers. It was neat. I don't know that all. It does have a story mode. Like there's a showdown itself. Like, and I think you unlock more characters by beating story mode with certain characters. So that's kind of cool.
Is it as long as World of Light?
No, sadly. I beat it. I almost beat it standing in my kitchen while I let Earl out to piss last night. I kind of like did the match. I did like 2 matches, and then I heard him scratching. I was like, oh shit! And I got up off the couch, walked over, opened the door. I did the other ones while he was out back, and then I got to the like penultimate fight, and I was like, I'm gonna go play GTA. Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for what games we played this week. We'll slip into a break, and then we'll come back. We got a little baby touch of news on the other side of the break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. We have like one-ish news story.
Lightning round.
What?
Wake up! Wake the fuck up!
All right. Hit him with the lightning round, Matt.
All right. The STEM Mark asked a question. I don't even remember the question earlier in the week, but it sent me to make some questions, and then it just spiraled out of control. So here we go.
All right.
Patapon 2 or Tokyo Jungle?
Tokyo Jungle.
You're saying Tokyo Jungle 2 or Tokyo?
No, just like what game would you want? With the rumors of Patapon 2 coming to PS4.
Tokyo Jungle.
Okay. Claire Redfield or Jill Valentine?
Claire.
Jill.
RE7 or RE2, and you can pick either the original or the remake.
2.
7.
RE2 OG versus remake.
Remake. What was your gut?
OG.
Ooh.
The entire Batman Arkham series, or the unannounced Rocksteady Green Lantern Corps game.
Batman.
PS1 or PS2?
PS2.
One.
PS2 can play PS1, Joe.
Are we talking?
Yeah.
One.
All right, so Mark, you said 1.
The PS2.
Sorry, you said 2, 1. All right. SNES or NES?
SNES.
And Genesis rules way better, so NES.
You're gonna pick
Here we go again. I did not mean to start this.
NES, because Genesis is better.
Buy Earthbound, whatever.
So you said NES and PS2, right? Or PS1?
PS1, yeah.
NES and PS1. All right, pick your winner.
Ha! Fuck!
Mark,
PS1.
Okay, Mark, you know where this is going.
Oh man.
PS2 and what? SNES, right? That's what you said?
Yeah. Shit. I guess PS2.
Who would you rather have on stage? Jack Tretton or Phil Spencer?
Phil Spencer.
Jack Trenton. Right? Gotta be. I want to hang out with Phil and talk about video games. And I like him on stage. He's damn good. But nothing beats the king.
Okay.
Reggie or Shuhei? Shuhei Yoshida, of course.
You talking
And
about on
Reggie
stage
fills an
or
A.
just Reggie or Shuhei?
Just in general.
Or Shuhei. Well, we can go on stage.
Reggie.
All right.
That makes me sad.
Pick your winner of the last two. Reggie or Jack, or Reggie and Phil?
Reggie.
All right. Who would you rather have run your company? Jim Ryan or Phil Harrison?
Oh, fuck you, dude.
Wait, who's Phil again?
Phil Harrison is of course, that bald fuck for Stadia, PS3, and...
Jim Ryan. At least he actually has a foot in it.
Yeah.
It's a shitty foot, but it's a foot.
I mean, hey, Guerrilla Games stayed afloat while he was in charge of Europe, so, and who knows, maybe the PS5 will end up being great. And backwards compatible.
Franchises, Death Stranding or Kingdom Hearts? What would you rather
Kingdom
play?
Hearts.
Kingdom
Hearts.
Death Stranding.
All right, would you rather have both the NES and SNES Classic or a PS Classic but hacked already?
PlayStation.
SNES and NES thing. Bundled, whatever.
The bundle. All right. A DualShock 4 or an Xbox One controller?
Ooh, DualShock 4.
I gotta give the DualShock 4.
All right, and then last one, the DualShock 4 then against an Xbox 360 controller.
DualShock 4.
Yeah, can't beat that D-pad.
D-pad's real good.
Good D-pad, yeah.
It's got a good ergonomic feel to it. The Xbox One, I like that controller a lot, but there's a tiny bit. Like, I'm excited about
the
this
bumpers.
blue
I
one.
can't hold that controller comfortably with hitting the bumpers.
Yeah.
DualShock, you can.
Yeah. DualShock's real nice.
Yeah.
That is all for now.
Damn. It was a good round. It was a good lightning round, Matt.
Jim Ryan or Phil Harrison one was my favorite as I thought of it. Because I thought of Jim Ryan, and I was like, who should I put again? No.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm really... the only thing we really have to talk about is Pokemon announcements this week. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, which that was a little bit of a fucking bait and switch. The trailer started with 2006, which, if I recall correctly, was the year that Diamond and Pearl came out.
I don't like where this is going.
So there were all those things about people saying Diamond and Pearl were going to be remade.
No, I feel like they're just filling in while they're making content for Sword and Shield. Like, here, munch on this for a bit. This is easy to make real quick.
I mean,
I didn't really watch the trailer, but I saw a little snippet of gameplay. And
there's precedent for that. Like, I've been wanting to play a Mystery Dungeon game for a while. I just didn't know where to start, and they're always full ass price. So for me, I'm never like it can never be an impulse buy. But this is a remake of the original, or reimagining of the original Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team that were released for GBA and DS 15 years ago. Or almost 15 years ago. But yeah, updated graphics. Demo now in the eShop, out March 6th.
And your save carries over.
Which is super good. I did not download the demo, but I do want to try it. Any interest in that one at all?
I think I played a Red Rescue Team way back. Very, very little.
This one, you are a Pokemon in this.
Yeah, they make you do all those internet quizzes of what Pokemon are you.
Yeah. Which is a dumb little thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you get a random starter aside from like Eevee, Pikachu, and well, I guess Pikachu's a starter.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess Eevee's now a starter too. But at the time they weren't.
Yeah.
Besides,
I never played a Mystery Dungeon game.
Would you try the demo?
Yeah.
It's all like turn based while like
fine.
moving around a grid.
And it's like a dungeon crawler kind of thing, right?
Yeah, because you're going in there, you're rescuing Pokemon and fight a boss, get your way out.
I like that.
You have a little party that follows you around like a trail.
I would say the Nintendo Switch here is quickly becoming a Pokemon machine if you want it to be.
Yeah. I'm hoping for some other things this year. Metroid. But so speaking of Pokemon, then we got the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield upcoming expansion pass. So previously, the examples cited are like Pokemon Ultra Sun, Pokemon Ultra Moon, Pokemon Platinum, Pokemon
Black 2, White 2.
Right, where it was like full on sequels, full price sequels following the release of the game. And now, at least for this game, for Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield, you've got the expansion pass, which is going to add the Isle of Armor, planned for a release in early summer 2020, and the Crown Tundra, planned for release in fall 2020 for $30. So $29.99 gets you access to this. The Isle of Armor is kind of like a more beachy area, yada, yada, yada. You meet a new mentor named Mustard.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
His only hair is his eyebrows.
You, there's a fighting type Pokemon named Kubfu that evolves into the powerful Urshifu. The Isle of Armor seems more about like power and like leveling up your character, so I'm sure like the meta of that is going to be more about like training and things like that. It's kind of the idea that I got. Where in the fall, the Crown Tundra is a wintry area just waiting to be explored. It seems like this seems like the answer to why a lot of people wanted the post game of Sword Shield to be a big expanded wild area, because the wild area is just kind of there from the start and it is what it is. This seems to expand on that idea. And they also introduced the legendary Pokemon Calyrex, a graceful Pokemon that was once designed to be an Animal Crossing character.
It's what it looks like.
No, that was once said to rule over parts of Galar. Yeah. So that's coming out there. There's a lot in those in that 20-minute direct this week. They talked about more Gigantamax opportunities with different Pokemon. Every legendary Pokemon will be brought back into the game at some point. That'll all be, I believe, in the Crown Tundra part, right?
That's what it made it seem
I think that's what it was. They're adding in more Pokemon. We saw they really wanted you to see that Blastoise and Ivysaur are in the game now, so you'll be able to get that evolutionary chain. It seems like they'll just slowly add some more Pokemon into the game. As part of the expansion, you'll be able to catch them in the new areas. And then people who don't buy the DLC, you'll be able to trade to get those Pokemon with people. Pokemon Home, they kind of quietly announced that's coming in February. That'll be kind of the...
bank replacement?
Yeah, bank replacement. You'll be able to move your stuff from your bank into Pokemon Home, and then from Pokemon Home into applicable games. And I think that's it. I thought it was neat. I will say, I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to go home tonight and play Pokemon. And then I came home and was like, nah, I kind of stopped playing that for a reason. So I don't know, maybe something will kick me in the ass again and make me want to play it. But Still, I think for what they're doing with this game, I think that this is a cool little expansion. It reminds me very much of Breath of the Wild stuff, where it was like Pack 1 was like that 2-pack expansion, you know what I mean, coming in 2 waves, and then Pack 1 was kind of like, oh, this is neat, and then Pack 2 was like, oh shit, you're doing something here. It seems like that's kind of the vibe I got from this one after that initial rollout.
It's a good step overall.
Yeah. I still I didn't love Sword or I didn't play Shield, but I didn't love the whole something about the vibe of the game. I didn't love just that region seems. I was never big on that being a region anyway.
Yeah.
I liked the new Pokemon. I don't know. It's fine. It's totally fine. So who knows? That's kind of it, man. I don't know what other news stories this week. There's a PS5 logo.
What are you talking about? That's the biggest news story of the week. Here it is.
Kind of.
I guess we can kind of talk about that Xbox thing.
What Xbox thing?
I didn't post it in Slack, but I
yeah.
mentioned it yesterday. I guess for anybody that is, if they're already considering if they're gonna get a system day one between Xbox Series X and PS5, Xbox isn't really. It might be a rumor. I don't know if it's
no.
Is it okay?
It was from Matt Booty, head of not head of Xbox. What is he? Xbox Studios.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were saying that they're not really gonna have exclusives for that console for maybe at least a year.
Yeah, he said, I have the quote here, as our content comes out over the next year, 2 years, all of our games, sort of like PC, will play up and down that family of devices, said Matt Booty, head of Microsoft's internal development teams at Xbox Game Studios. We want to make sure that if someone invests in Xbox between now and Series X, that they feel they've made a good investment and that we're committed to them with content. Seems very much like the cell phone approach. You buy an iPhone, all of your apps are going to work on that thing for the next few years at least.
But I guess it has the option just to make things a little more enhanced. And you also have the full catalog now for backwards compatibility.
Really cool.
So that's the biggest thing going for it right now.
Yeah.
The Uncharted movie has a 7th director. Ruben Fleischer.
Sick.
Venom and Zombieland.
All
right, yeah.
That movie is still due out.
GG Uncharted.
That's news, I guess.
Yeah, I watched Zombieland too.
Anyone here excited about Kakarot?
No. I'm curious to. I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah.
Because
because could you just watch the series?
But the cutscenes do look really nice. The 3D animation looks pretty good.
Any comments on the Arkham teases?
No, I just announced the fucking game.
Yeah, I don't. It's
come on, Nemesis system. Come on.
Here's the thing.
Come on,
that Arkham game.
Someone do it.
If they had been, if this was the first we saw them tease, fine. But we got that first thing back in September, and it was like.
Well, they did that thing because of Batman's anniversary, so I'm wondering if this is more they're getting ready to
I wouldn't be surprised if by next podcast we're talking about whatever that new Batman game is, the new Court of Owls thing.
Speaking of Nemesis system, not specifically the system, but Nemesis for RE3.
Yeah,
constantly chasing you.
Yeah, they were saying that it's based on Mr. X's AI, but more
bumped up.
Yeah, always chasing, not scripted.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No multiple endings either, like the original game.
Right.
Cool.
Carlos is playable.
Yep.
And more fleshed out.
Yeah. That's cool though. I'm just one ending.
What was the other?
CES happened. Anyone getting that 320 hertz monitor?
No, but it did help me. I mean, I was already planning on buying a TV this year, but that pushed me to figure out which TV.
I was just looking at all the different 1UP arcade stuff that was being shown off there.
Yeah, that seems cool. The NBA Jam shit coming out of that.
What the hell's going on with this website?
I got a couple. I'm gonna give you some headlines just for fun. You ready?
Hit them. Are these from CES or just in general?
Just the week. Old Doom games got updated with 60 frames per second, quick saves, and add-on support. AKA, you can now play fucking Sigil if you bought any of those Doom ports. Part 2. I already forgot now.
Jeff Keighley's trolling everyone on Twitter
with the Konami thing.
No.
Konami
Death
followed the
Stranding.
Game Awards.
No, Death Stranding was nominated for DICE Awards or whatever, and you say hashtag rigged.
Yeah, right. AGDQ is wrapping up. I watched a little bit of that this week. Some good runs. I always tend to catch more of that shit on the archive than I do live.
Yeah, me too.
And last but not least, there's a big ass eShop sale happening right now. If you're looking to buy anything, you might want to take a peek at it. I played the demo for Sonic and Mario Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games 2020 and realized, cool, I don't need to play that game. I don't need to buy that because it's on sale for like $30, and I was like, eh. But
yeah, a lot of things were just like $10 off, and I was like, I don't know if that's enough to win me over.
Yeah, some of the Nintendo stuff, because that stuff rarely goes on sale. That was pretty good. Like if you were, like, I'm still thinking about Hyrule Warriors. I shouldn't be, but it's $42.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really missing much.
Mario Kart's. I mean, I played it on Wii U, but I'm like, kind of wanted to Switch.
But you never played as Linkle.
Why are you gonna get Mario Kart when later this year?
I know. Well, I already have Mario Kart. I'm just saying if you don't and you're looking for one. I got a thing though. So, Adult Swim. There's a show called Joe Pera Talks With You. I highly recommend it. It's 11-minute segments where a guy who's probably only a few years older than we are embodies a 60-year-old man. He's got the sensibilities of just an old-ass man. He's a choir teacher in Michigan, and he just talks to you. It's just...
Is that really what he does, or is that like?
I mean, he's
character?
a comedian playing the character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the show is just a very wistful man, just like walking you through. So one of the most recent episodes that aired was called Grocery Shopping, or it was about grocery shopping. So he takes you to the grocery store, and he's walking around, and he's like, he walks through the produce section, and he's just like, yes. What I've just done is answered the 3 questions that I asked myself. Do I need this? Should I buy this? And will I eat this? Or I think it was like, do I need this? Should I eat this? And will I eat this? And if you can't answer yes to all 3 of those questions, you don't need to spend the money. And that's what helps keep them in a budget. It's like all shit like that that's just like played so straight. It's really good show. Besides the point, that has influenced my impulse purchases of video games.
Oh.
Because I'm like, do I need this game? Should I play this game?
The answer is we never need.
Will I play this game? Sometimes though. So I'm really struggling because Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore is out this Friday, and I'm like, you know you're getting it. Yeah, but that's where I'm trying to like figure out, like, do I need this game? Should I play this game? Will I play this game?
What qualifies for needing a game?
I think the need part is harder to answer, but I think more like, in my life, do I need that type of experience? And what am I going to benefit from having that experience in my life is kind of where I'm mentally, for me, coming at it from.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes,
As we record, Resident Evil 4 is 15 years old.
Yeah, that's true. Congratulations.
Great game. My favorite Resident Evil game.
I gotta go back to that one at some point.
It's a classic.
I think that might be an episode. You guys got any plans for the week?
Not really.
I think we're gonna try to. Think I might revisit Minecraft.
Oh, nice. You busted out your old character. I was gonna say Sprite, but it's never like a Sprite. It's a model.
Yeah, it's a skin.
Skin. There you go.
So like I recovered. Well, I never lost it, but I remembered my login for my original version before Microsoft bought Mojang.
Mm-hmm.
So they call that one the Java edition. Now I didn't know this.
Oh.
I migrated that account over to the official Mojang account, so now I can play the Java edition anytime. I kept my skin that I had from like 2013. It's like cool. Kind of outdated. Need to fix that. So I have an app on my phone that lets me customize my own skins through a phone. Never did that before. So
nice.
That's cool. And I was like, oh, I'm eligible to get a free version of the main like Windows 10 version. That's the one that is playable, cross-playable with the other systems. Like they all that's that. So that's why Java is its own thing.
Is that separate from what's on Game Pass?
The one that's on Game Pass is the one that can be played with the Windows 10 version.
Okay.
And all that. So yeah, Java is PC only. That is its own thing. That's the one where you can do all the modding and whatever. But apparently there's an error where I cannot claim the thing because they run out of codes to give, and they said they are aware of this. Just, stay tuned. Kind of look forward to an email in the near future to fix that. So I guess if anybody's out there and they're in that situation as I am, but probably not. So yeah, there's that news.
Matt?
I'm gonna finish Sekiro.
Nice.
I bought a new monitor this week. It's not in yet. I'm hoping it comes before my birthday because I'm on a little staycation my birthday week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be, playing a lot of the PC classics on a new monitor. Your Rocket Leagues, your Dotas, maybe Underlords. Who knows?
Play Magic.
I did install that, by the way.
Sick.
I have it back on the PC.
There's a friends list now.
And I have the login. I have logged in. I've toggled the auto login. I did not get much further.
It's fine. It's all good.
But that's further than DC Universe Online, which I have installed, never clicked open.
Hey, speaking of DC Universe Online, they just put out a thing. If you sign in now, you can claim a free bump up to the max combat rating. Basically, level your character all the way up.
Yeah.
Which is cool. For free.
For free?
It said once per account. I don't know if that means by signing into your account on Switch versus PC. I don't know, because characters don't go cross-platform. So I don't know. Well, that's gonna do it for us here on the Free Cheese episode 333. We'll be back in another week with another episode. Who knows what the week will bring? You can follow us on Twitter. The Free Cheese is at @SomeFreeCheese. Marc is at @Og_Mental. Matt is at MattyIce131. I am at The Free Cheese. That's it. We'll be back in a week. Thank you, Marc. Thank you, Matt. Thanks, listener, for listening. Bye.